So, what is your name?
Gabby McLemore, and now it's Gabby Brock.
What year did you graduate?
In 2013.
So, can you name any major historical moments in your high school career?
Whew. I should have looked at that question first. Historical moments. I was just looking through my yearbook this morning, and I saw that Obama was reelected in 2012, so I guess it's not when he got first elected, but I'm gonna skip that one.
Okay. So what was the school atmosphere like when you were here?
Kind of just like how I would assume any high school is. There are different groups that everyone's involved in, and it's kind of cliquey, but at the same time, people are involved in multiple things, and I feel like a lot of people had multiple sets of friends.
So, what did you enjoy most about your high school career?
I love the journalism program. That's where I found where my passions lied, and spent most of my time and met most of the people that I interacted with in high school.
So, does that line up with what you do now?
Yeah, so now I'm the communications director for the Indiana Senate Democratic Caucus in Indianapolis, so communications and journalism, they all kind of fit together.
That's awesome. So can you describe the rivalry between North and East?
Very present. We, had North versus East game days were always a really big deal around here, especially in the fall when volleyball and soccer and football, it was all like in one weekend, I think, the rivalry games. So that was always really fun.
So then you kind of touched on this, but what was your favorite class and why?
Probably journalism. I can't pick one class I took. I did the magazine, the website, and broadcast. So out of those three, probably the website, when we moved to doing that all as one, that's when I was editor of the staff, and we were kind of just feeling our way around how to move everything online solely and focus on having an online presence, so that was really cool.
Mm-hmm. So who's your favorite teacher and why?
Rachel McCarver. She had a lot to do with my success in high school and afterwards, and she always cared about her students' personal lives as well, like what was going on at home. She made sure to take those kind of things into consideration and be a support system for you at school, so that was really cool. And she's stayed in touch afterwards and really cares about her students.
Mm-hmm. So can you describe like going off campus for lunch and like who could, who couldn't, and like what restaurants?
Yeah, freshmen weren't allowed to. They had to eat in the cafeteria, and then sophomores and up were allowed to, but most sophomores didn't have cars yet, so we would walk to some of the local places. Bella's Pizza was around back then. I don't know what's there now, but it changes like every year, I feel like. It's over past, what's the little drive-in place called?
Becker's. I think it's like a... Oh, is it Greeks now? Yeah,
Greeks, okay. Yeah, so it was Bella's Pizza, and they had a lunch special. You get a slice of pizza and I think a breadstick for like $5 or something. So that was everyone's favorite place sophomore year. And then junior year, I think I got my car about halfway through the year, so it was really exciting to get to drive myself to lunch.
So what was like the hip place to meet up at?
I spent most of my time in the pub room, but I wouldn't say that was the hip place to be. I don't know. I was always at school doing something. I was involved in a lot of things, so I met my friends at different activities that we were doing. We didn't really meet around town because we were always doing things at the school.
So who was the principal?
Mr. Clark.
So did you have to do a senior project, and if so, what did you do?
Yeah, I made a CNHS media web guide. So like I said before, since it was the first year that we had gone completely online, everything was really new. So my project was a compilation of how to upload a post on the website, how to crop a photo, like just a ton of how-to guides. It took forever, but it was something that got passed out to students. I don't know if they still use it, probably not. Probably needs to be updated at this point, but at least the next couple of years, students were using it to train the new people on staff or even people who had been there as a refresher of how to do something. So that was kind of cool.
So what did the yearbook look like?
I have it out there. It was really cool. My senior year, I can't remember what the other ones are, but I think the front was a collage of a bunch of different students in the school. And it was blue, I think. I can't remember the name of it. In the blue, into the blue, something like that.
Okay. So how many people were in the school total?
I think around 2,000. There were about 500 per class.
So what were what were people wearing, I guess? Like what was something that was trending?
Man, I think flannel. I think that's still kind of a thing though, because I didn't graduate that long ago. But I remember flannel being pretty popular, and I wanted a bunch of flannel shirts so I could be cool, I guess. I don't know.
So what club sports activities were you involved in?
Yeah, I played volleyball my freshman and sophomore years, and then I joined the theater group or whatever. I wasn't in the thespians troupe, but I did a couple of plays with theater, and then I was on CNHS Media, a couple of different staffs. What else did I do? I danced outside of here at a studio in town, and yeah, that's about it.
What studio did you dance at?
I danced at Christie's for most of my time here, and then I moved to, oh gosh, what's it called? I can't think of what it's called. My final year, I danced somewhere else. I can't.
Was it Betts?
No.
Okay. Because I dance there now, and a lot of people moved from Christie's to Betts. So
Okay. Yeah. Well, when Christie's closed, all the teachers went to this studio, and I can't think of what it's called.
There's
Wow.
Dancers Inc., Sonia's. I don't even know anymore. Dance by Design. I think those are
Dance by Design. That's it. Yeah.
So what was your favorite part about being involved in any of your activities? You can just focus on one or anything like that.
Yeah, I just liked being involved in the school and kind of having some connection to my high school experience. I tried to get involved in a little bit of everything just to see what I liked doing, and just meeting new people and learning new things. So as a whole, I just liked being involved and being at school.
So what was the defining moment of your high school experience?
That's so hard. I didn't think long enough about that one. I can't say that there was one moment. I think every year there might have been one, but I think my entire high school experience shaped who I am. Before that, I hated middle school, and I moved here in 6th grade, so I didn't know a lot of people, but in high school is where I started to finally understand who I was and what I wanted to be. So I think the entire experience was a learning experience for me. So I wouldn't say that there was one defining moment, but I really enjoyed all 4 years that I was here and just getting to know who I was better.
So what, in your opinion, made your time at North unique?
That's hard.
Is there anything that stuck out to you?
I think the fact that I did arts and the writing thing and the sports thing, that I didn't kind of niche myself into one kind of organization or club or anything like that. I got to be, I feel a more well-rounded student in that way, I guess.
So from your freshman to your senior year, how did North, did anything change about it, would you say?
Yeah, I think it was either my junior or senior years when they did the entire redesign of the school. So the cafeteria was over there, and the social studies hallway was over there, and everything got moved around. And it looks a lot nicer now than it did my first couple of years here. But yeah, so that was really cool, but also a huge transition period at the same time.
Yeah. Do you have anything else that you want to add?
I'm very grateful for my high school experience. I credit a lot of what I've been able to accomplish afterwards in college and then into my career from the basis of what I learned here at North, and I'm just extremely grateful for the education and the experiences I had here.
Mm-hmm. Where did you go to college at?
IU.
Oh, okay. What was your major?
Journalism and education.
I guess that's one more question. So what did you, I know you said dancing, but like what else did you do? Did you enjoy doing like outside of your high school activities?
What else did I do? Man, it's only 5 years ago, but it's hard to remember. I don't know. I do feel like I was always here because I was also involved, not involved, but I did a lot with, I took a lot of AP classes, so I was here for calc parties and boring things like that, and always getting extra credit. And then, I guess I did American Pie twice. That could be something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else I did outside of school. Yeah, dance was a lot. I had dance classes like 3 days a week, so yeah, it took up most of my time.
I feel that. I think that is. Oh, no, you have a special question.
Special question.
So this is not okay. So like being heavily involved with like the arts here. This question is not finished. It says, yeah, being heavily involved with the arts here at North, what did you feel was the... Alright. Don't know why Jasmine didn't finish that. Okay, never mind.
That's fine.
Okay. I think that is all.
Okay.
Alright,
Cool.
Thank you
guys.
so much.